Hello, I'm Peter Carlos, and today I want to talk to you about this other key ingredient of grief, especially grief over a child, uh, shock. We've all heard about shock, but until you experience it, it's kind of this weird ingredient that we don't really know exists when we're in it till it's gone. There's several key ingredients here. There's shock, there's pain, there's acceptance, there's understanding of the whole process and discovery. But let's talk about shock first, because that one lingers but goes away first, where pain just keeps going. So shock is this thing that you understand it intellectually. I know what's going on. I know I've lost my daughter. And I understand it intellectually, but there's a part of my brain going, but wait a minute. If I move the planets, it'll be back again to normal. It's shock kind of prevents you from moving from one side of the equation, which is I have my child, to the other side. It's like, no. It's possible to go backwards. And you try and convince your mind. It appears in the form of like what I call time distortion. You will lose any understanding of time. You could just sit there staring at the wall and crying, and it could be 1 minute, it could be 10 minutes, it could be an hour. I personally, once I was on the way to a meeting and I just pulled over. I still remember this like it happened yesterday. And I stared at a lake and a tree and I cried. And I don't know how long it was for, but I found out later it was roughly for 2 hours. No one helped. People just walk past and they see you crying. They're like, okay, whatever, And it's also has this quality, which is like an intense sadness where you get stuck into it, you lock into it, and you're almost paranoid to move because you don't know where to move. You don't know what to do. You don't know what the new life looks like. You're kind of still holding on to the old concept of your life. And so you freeze. And in that freezing comes shock. I'm just shocked that this happened. I'm shocked that my life now looks like this. And so you just sit there and zone out. It's a good way to put it. You zone out. Difficulty sleeping, difficulty focusing. There's a constant fatigue, which is consumed by your body's consumed with grief so much that you just kind of just go. For me, it lasted about a year. Every time someone dies, I get a phone call of someone losing a child. I say, I'll call you in 6 months. I'll call you in a year. Because by then, most of their relatives and friends would have moved on, and you will move on because they don't know what to say. They can find 10,000 reasons why. And we need you more than ever. We need your support for the ones that are listening. But you don't know how to give it, so you just stay away because you feel like, well, I don't want to disturb them. Please disturb us. Please reach out. We don't know what we want you to say. You don't know what we want you to say. But we're in shock. We're in shock. And if you work with people that have gone grief and you see them just zoning out, that's where they're at right now, and they need to just be there. You cannot fight this shock. You cannot fast forward through it because then you're just creating more tension. Some of the ways to battle it out is to let people know that I could just stare at a wall for half an hour. I'm okay in that moment. I'm thinking of my child. I'm zoning out and I don't know it's going to be half an hour. Nature is incredible. Nature. You go to the beach, you go to a forest, you look around. You breathe it in, you breathe it out. It's soothing. There's no distractions of the mind. It's just like free. You just feel comfortable enough to just be you. So nature's absolutely mandatory if you just lost a child and you're in shock. And the other one is to really understand that there's this disconnection. There's an apathy that comes with it. You don't care about anything. And your brain does this. Well, I've lost the most dearest thing to me. So this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. And there's disconnection. Why go to work if we're going to die anyway? Why eat if we're going to die anyway? Why do this if we're going to die? Why love when it just causes you pain? So there's a constant disconnection to the reality of the world, which puts us in a state of shock. There's no fast track through it. Mine lasted for a year. Be ready for it. And be aware when it happens just to take a few breaths and slowly start to come out and start to care about things again. As painful and as scary as it is, because you worry about, if I care and that thing dies, then I'll feel this pain again. So you start not to connecting to the world, which puts you back in a state of shock. So in your due time, in your own process, be aware that it's just one chapter, but it's an early chapter. And you will start, your dreams will start to mess with you. Your sounds and voices from the gods and the cosmos will start to mess with you. And you're in shock trying to figure it all out. And that's okay. That's a process. But the big lesson to all this is you will get through it. And you'll be shocked that you get through it, but you will. So I hope this helps if you're starting just getting into this journey. But I can't stress enough, be kind to your mind, be kind to your body, be kind to yourself. Don't blame yourself for anything. You're not responsible for anything. And just slowly start to rediscover who you are today, because it's not the same person who you were before you lost a child. I do hope this helps. The next chapter we're going to talk about is the mother, the mother load, is this sense of pain. I have no words for that one. That is a tough one. We're going to talk about pain next time I do one of these videos, because pain is the monster that you're going to be dealing with, and pain is the thing that will be next to you all your life. So you got to build up to it and start to fight back. We'll talk about this. Take care. Take care. Bye.